Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Blago, and today you're joining me here on my first ever YouTube video. I hope that you'll enjoy and consider leaving a like and a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I hope everyone's doing great and having a great day today. I'm really excited to be here on this platform and embarking on this journey. It's something that I've been thinking a lot about, and I decided, you know what, you only live once, so let's do it, see what happens. So I want to start off by presenting myself a little bit. I want to start off by telling you about me, what inspired me to do this, what I like. Then I'll talk to you a little bit about what the channel is going to be about, and ultimately what to expect from me. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So, my name is Blago Vest. I am 20 years old and I love cars. I've always loved cars since I was little, and I still do, and I don't see myself ever stop loving cars. I love working on cars. I love driving cars. I love looking at cars. It's just something that I've always been into since I'm little. My grandma always tells me how when I was 2-3 years old, I would look at cars passing on the street and I would name her every car, and she was really impressed with me that I was able to tell her what car it was, and it was right. It's not like I was just guessing, it was actually the right car. So it's always been something I've been really passionate about. I also like to play football or soccer in North America, like we call it here. As you can see, I have my hoodie on, so yeah, I love playing. I've been playing since I was little, but I've been playing in a team since I've been 13, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I was 13. So I've always loved football. I've always loved cars, and basically those are my two greatest passions. Enough about me. Let's talk about a bit about what inspired me to start my channel. Now, I have a lot of friends that supported me and told me that if you want to do it, just do it. So I have to thank them for starting this journey. I'm really excited to be on this platform. I've been really thinking seriously about it for a good while, and I finally pulled the trigger. I also have to thank people that already do YouTube, that are content creators on cars. Just to name a few: Chris Fix, TJ Hunt, Dustin Williams. Those are my main favorites. I have Tavares, and there's plenty I watch, and I've learned a lot from YouTube. I've also learned a lot from doing it myself and hand-on, and there's a lot of advantages to do it yourself and work on your car. And it's not just working on a car, it's a connection you have with the car. It's more personal. People that love cars really understand what I mean by cars are not just cars. They are things that help us get through our day. They help us connect and just cool off and just enjoy, have a good time. I feel like there's nothing better than going on a cruise with your friend, or even if you just go drive alone and during the day, during the night, whatever it is, just you and the car, and it's really something special. Now let's talk a little bit about what the main focus of the channel is going to be. So the main focus I'm planning is my own personal project car. I don't have it yet, but I am looking for it, and I have saved up money. I'm ready to buy it. I just need to find a good example that is not, I don't need it to be pristine, I just need it to be good enough so I can start working on it. and it is gonna be hard a bit to work on it, especially during the winter time, because I live in Canada, so the snow and the weather doesn't really allow you to work outside. And I don't have an inside garage. I don't have a garage at all, so I this is as DIY as you can get. So I'm really excited. I've been working like this for years now, and I love it. It's even, I would say, it gives you a different perspective than if you were working inside a garage, because inside a garage you can work whenever you want. There's You can add heating, you can, but when you're outside you're trying to do it strategically so that you can at least finish one part of the thing, or you plan it out so that the weather doesn't disrupt you and things like that. So it really gives you a different perspective. But my goal would ideally be to have a garage so I can work on my cars all the time, and I do want to make it more than one car, but I would be happy if I only got one car. It's perfectly fine with me. So that's the main focus of the channel. Now I do have some other focuses I want to touch on. For example, I want to make some how-to videos. For example, I have one coming up, how to properly buy a car, some tips and tricks and things like that. Also, how to sell a car, what are the best practices when you sell a car and things like that. I also plan on doing some videos for F1, related to F1, because F1 is ultimately the biggest automotive sport, and it's the one that has the highest technology, and it's really something special in my eyes. I also plan on doing rally content. It's something that I've always been fascinated about. It's really impressive when you see the drivers drive at the speeds they do, in the places they do, and they do it like all the time. I'm really like mind boggled. So I think that it's really a sport that's underappreciated in the YouTube community. So that's one thing that I plan on getting to, and having hopefully more people familiar with and enjoy it, because it's really something incredible. I have one other series planned, which is flipping cars. I really am really intrigued with flipping cars. Like the idea of buying a car, fixing it up without spending loads of money, and then selling it for a profit, is something that fascinates me, and I really want to get into it. I've never done it, and it's something that I think a lot of people can do if they're taught how to do it. I'll show the process from start to finish, how much the car costs, how much each individual part that I put on costs. Anything, doesn't matter if it's a little o-ring that costs 2 cents, it's still going into the price. I really want it to be really detailed and easy to follow, so that way if you want to replicate it, you know a little bit about how it's going to be done. Now, I do live in Canada, so the prices are probably going to be in Canadian dollars, but I do think I'll be also putting US dollars, so that if you do live in another place other than Canada, for example in the United States, it's easier to follow with the builds. And I really plan on them being enthusiast cars. No Kia Souls, no Hyundai Elantras. No disrespect if you have any of those cars and you want to mod them. I'm just talking purely like cars that are like grounded in the car community, like like a car person's car. For example, you have your Evos. Obviously this is an extreme example. I don't have enough money to buy an Evo. Something more attainable would be a Honda Civic. Honda Civics are known in the car community, and they're really cheap to mod, and it's really they're fun experience to drive. So I think that's gonna make things a lot more interesting. And yeah, that's basically what I plan on doing with my channel. There's probably going to be more things added on or changed, but those are my main focuses on the channel. And I hope that I'll make it interesting enough for you to follow along in the journey. And if you want to, don't be shy of giving me a little subscribe or a like or a comment. Everything is appreciated. As I said, it's my first video, so I'm really excited to get into this journey, and I hope to see you again in my next videos. The next one being how to properly buy a car, a used car, but we'll also touch on the newer cars and things like that. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoy yourself, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.